Live from Palmasola Park in beautiful Bradenton, Florida, it's Florida Gulf Coast League softball. Today, the Manatee Sea Cows take on the Bradenton Slice. Hello, everybody. I'm Lance Williams here on the call. The Cows enter this game 2-5, whereas the Slice 7-0, the last undefeated team in the FGCL. The Manatee Sea Cows send their batting order to the plate, starting with Ella Morrison right, batting second, Taylor Cochran, the second baseman. The third baseman, Sharon Duncan, bats third. Hitting cleanup, Mackenzie Lighty, the EP. Batting fifth, Queen Arrivas, the catcher. Hitting sixth, Ava Hazard at first base. Batting seventh is Millie Watts, the shortstop. In the 8-hole, Gracie Tony in center. And rounding out the order for the Sea Cows, it's Allie Bunch, the left fielder. Facing the starting pitcher for the Slice. Her first pitch comes in, and it's right to the third baseman. It's a shoestring catch. Good start for the pitcher. That's Grace Brooks. So here's Taylor Cochran, the second baseman. Cochran takes a pitch high and away.
So she's...
Pitch is outside again to Cochran. Grace Brooks out of Providence College, the freshman right-hander. As that ball is fouled away. The Slice this season, an impressive 2.63 team ERA. So there's a swing and a miss. It's strike three. First two batters retired by the pitcher Brooks. Now to the plate, it's Sharon Duncan, the third baseman for the Cows. Brooks pitches home, and that's off the handle, fouled away. For Brooks, making her sixth appearance of the summer. In 11 innings, she has a 1-0 record, 3.81 ERA. In those 11 frames, has allowed 6 earned runs, 9 hits, has walked 6 and struck out 5 entering this one at a 1.36 whip. Her 1-1 pitch to the plate. Duncan lays off. Duncan out of Eastern Kentucky. Swings after the 2-1, rolls it to the shortstop. Stopped on her feet by Sarah. She can't get it over in time. It's a infield hit with 2 outs for Duncan. That brings up Mackenzie Lighty. Cleanup hitter. Entered the portal after a season at Florida Gulf Coast. It's ball 1 to her. Two balls, no strikes. That pushes Lighty inside. The 3-0 count. The catcher, King, comes out to her battery mate. The defense for the Bradenton Slice, coached by Brittany Purser. The outfield left to right, Chapman, King, Galella. Third base, Kruger. Shortstop, Serrett. Second base, Wortham. First base, Martinez. Behind the dish, catching. Now returning to her spot, it's Aspen King. The runner at first is Duncan with 2 gone. And Brooks rifles in a strike to make it 3-1. 3-1 to the plate. And that's low. Ball 4 pushes the runner to second. And it's back-to-back 2-out base runners for Manatee. Now to the plate, it's Quinn Arribas, the starting catcher for the Sea Cows. She swings through the first pitch. Strike 1 to the Bowling Green State University Falcon. Next pitch, a towering shot into foul territory, and the right fielder Galella lays off. It drops down. No balls, 2 strikes after the foul ball. Arribas, the utility player from Round Rock, Texas. And she foul tips it into the glove of the catcher to end the inning. 2 strikeouts in the top of the first for Grace Brooks. She does allow a couple 2-out base runners after a hit and a walk, but they're left stranded. We go to the home half. Slice take their turns at the chopping block when we return. Bottom of the first inning, Bradenton takes to the plate. Leading things off, it's Callie Chapman in left. Batting second, Allie Serrett, the shortstop. In the 3-hole, Aspen King, the catcher. Batting cleanup, Ariel Kruger at third base. Hitting 5th, Jordana King in center. Hitting 6th, Brantley Wortham, the second baseman. Batting 7th, Anna Gore, the extra hitter. In the 8th spot, Mia Galella in right. Batting 9th, Adriana Martinez, the first baseman. Grace Brooks, the starting pitcher, hits 10th. In the flex position is Jameson Noonan, who will come to the circle later on. As the pitcher for Manatee, it's Grace Rourke. Rather, it's Taryn Newton. Taryn Newton in the portal after time at Liberty. One thing to note with Manatee, they don't have their head coach today. Brett Sauerwein is under weather, so it is our friend Gracie Ashley filling in. See if she can deliver the Slice, their first loss of the summer. Newton very imposing figure in the circle, standing at 6'4", facing the leadoff batter, Callie Chapman. First pitch, ball one to Chapman, the left fielder. And she brings the heat, places it on the outside corner. Did not play this past season with Liberty. From Newport Richey, not too far from here, as there's strike two. Just drive over the Skyway Bridge and then some. 1-2 pitch. She went around. Yep. Strikeout for Newton. Retires the first batter. Chapman tried to hold up that slapping motion, but did not get the call from the umpire. Now to the plate, it's Allie Sarrett, the shortstop. And Newton rifles home a strike. Sarrett lifts one to straightaway center. Tony underneath makes the catch. The defense for Manatee, the outfield left to right, bunch Tony Morris. At third base is Duncan. At short is Watts. At second, Cochran. And first, Hazard. Behind the plate is Quinn Arrivas. As with two gone, nobody on, it is Aspen King, the opposing catcher. King lays off the first pitch. Keen eye from the former Winthrop Eagle. It's a pitch inside. And Newton finds the strike zone there. Newton making her fifth appearance, enters this game 1-1, her record, but just 2 earned runs allowed. An ERA of 1, as she has only allowed the pair of runs across 14 innings, 13 hits, 10 strikeouts to 3 walks. She has been dominant so far. As this ball grounded to third base, Duncan fires to Hazard, and she is out. That is the third of the inning, and it's a 1-2-3 frame for Newton. We go to the second, no score. Ava Hazard leads things off for the Sea Cows in the top of the second. The pitch from Brooks. A called strike on the inside half. Hazard watches strike two. Grace Brooks fires in two strikes on the first two pitches the second inning. 0-2 delivery. That time it flashes outside. Brooks retired the first two batters in the previous inning. A first pitch line out, then a strikeout. But after that, it was an infield single for Sharon Duncan, a 5-pitch walk for Mackenzie Lighty as this ball skied to left center. The center fielder catches. King retires Hazard. But Brooks responded, striking out Quinn Arribas for the final out of the first. Both pitchers looked dialed to start this game as Millie Watts, the shortstop, she comes to the plate. One of the 9 Winthrop Eagles in the Florida Gulf Coast League. The 1-0 pitch. Oh, Watts takes a huge swing, and Brooks blows it past her. The 1-1. Misses outside. This ball down the left field line, rolling into the corner, base hit. This will be extras. Watts stands up at second with a 1-out double. First time a Sea Cow has made good contact off of the slice starter. Watts brought it down the left field line, turned it into the corner. That's 2 bases. As Gracie Tony swings, it's strike 1 to her. This ball popped above the shortstop's head. She makes the catch one-handed. Sarrett the squeeze, and it's 2 gone. Now it's the 9-hole hitter Allie Bunch, the left fielder. Bunch takes inside. Two-way player from Wilmington, North Carolina. Swings and fouls a pitch. And that one punished the back window of a Honda. One. Inside, gets away from the catcher, and Watts to third. Bunch takes ball 3. Bunch works the walk, and it's runners on the corners with 2 outs in the top of the second. And time taken by the catcher, King. Second walk handed out by the Slice starter, Grace Brooks. Second straight inning to start this game where the Seacats have 2 on. Now it's Grace Rourke, 10-hole hitter.
Who's batting him?
Rourke takes a first pitch strike. No balls, 2 strikes. That ball fouled. Runner goes off to second, but the ball is pulled foul. Watts at third, Bunch at first. That's low, and the runner goes to second. Bunch steals second with ease. That ball just fouled off. Long at bat here for Rourke, fighting pitches away with 2 strikes. Grace Rourke, 2-way player from Mercer. Entering into her senior season, a Frederick, Maryland native. Two balls, 2 strikes. Two in scoring position, the 2-2. It's inside, ball 3. Payoff. Down low. The bases are loaded in the top of the second with 2 outs. So we go back to the top of the order with Ella Morris. She only saw 1 pitch her first time up, lined out. Watches that one, a called strike 1 on the inner part of the plate. Swinging a ground ball into the glove of the pitcher. Brooks takes her time. Soft toss to first to retire the side. Seacows load the bases thanks to a double and a pair of walks. Fail to bring a runner in. It's still no score. To the bottom of the second we go. Ariel Kruger leads things off for Bradenton in the bottom of the second inning, facing off against the Manatee starter, Tira Newton, who went 1-2-3 through the slice order in the first. She misses outside for ball one. This ball off the leg of the pitcher. Karam's back to first, and she's safe. Very close one. Thought it could have been a 1-3 ground out off the shin, but it's a infield single and the first base runner that the Slice have today. Now, Gracie Ashley, the head coach today for the Seacows, comes out, makes sure her starter is all right after a comebacker off the left lower leg. Now it's Jordana King out of Stanford. There's another ball. King, one of a couple young Stanford outfielders spending their summer here in Bradenton. Sophia Jin with the Loggerheads. They're playing right now in the other field. 3-0 the count here to King. Newton trying to settle in after taking one off her leg. And it won't happen there. It's a 4-pitch walk to put the first two batters on base. It's a first pitch strike to Brantley Wortham, the second baseman. Just finished her sophomore year at UAB. Grounds it sharply to third base. They get the force out and they turn two. 5-3 double play. Good work by Sharon Duncan. And some great support for the pitcher, as it's a strike. First pitch today to Anna Gore. Gore, last 2 seasons with Kennesaw State, entered the transfer portal, recently committed to Jacksonville State in Alabama. There's a chopping ball to second base, bobbled by the second baseman. She now throws home, and it's off the plate, and a run comes in off the fielding error. 1-0 Slice. King comes around to score. First pitch darts outside to Mia Galella. Galella, a slow roller to third base. Duncan eats it up and fires it to first. Good defense from Sharon Duncan in that inning. She turned a double play, got the last out, but a run comes in for the Slice thanks to one hit and a costly error. The run is unearned. It's 1-0. We go to the third. Top of the third, 2-3-4 due up for Manatee. Taylor Cochran, Sharon Duncan, and Mackenzie Lighty against Grace Brooks. Oh, good pitch from Brooks. Gets chase. She pulled the string on Cochran, who struck out swinging in the first inning. Sea Cows haven't struggled with getting base runners today. It's been bringing them in. 5 runners left on through the first 2 innings. Oh, 2 to Cochran. That's outside. Taylor Cochran from LaBelle, Florida. Very small town of 5,000, a little inland from Fort Myers in the southwestern part of the Sunshine State. 1 ball, 2 strikes to her. She fouls a pitch away. Still a pitcher's count to the Slice starter. 1-2. That drifts inside. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes to the Indian River State College sophomore. Pitch on its way. Cochran clubs it to shallow center, and it's a snow cone grab by the second baseman, Wortham. Great play by Brantley Wortham, taking that one away. Solid at bat for Cochran, but it ends in out number 1 in this top of the third as Sharon Duncan, the third baseman, comes up. First pitch, wheels outside, ball 1. She had an infield single in the first. It was a slow ground ball to the shortstop that didn't have time to make a play at first. Duncan was really flashing the leather in the previous inning. Turned a 5 unassisted, or 5-3 double play. Got the last out. 2-0. Duncan catapults it to center, readjusting, making the catch. King. It's 2 outs. So here is Mackenzie Lighty, the extra hitter for the Cows. She walked with 2 outs in the first. The 1-0 to the plate. That ball is fouled. Brooks searching for a 1-2-3 inning. Won't happen there as that one poked through the infield. Base hit. Lighty on base in both plate appearances. First to walk, now a single up the gut. Here's Quinn Arribas. She struck out with 2 on and 2 outs in the first. That one gets away from the catcher, and King won't try to make a play. Two balls, no strikes. So the Sea Cows get runners in scoring position and all 3 innings to start this game. Let's see if they can try to get into it with a run. And that one's bobbled by the third baseman. Should have been the final out of the inning. It's a E5 with runners on the corners now for Manatee. And that will bring out Aspen King, who wants to talk things over with her slice infield. Now to the plate, it's Ava Hazard, the first baseman. Flied out to center in the second to lead off that frame. She rolls this one to third. This one cleanly fielded by Kruger. She gets it to Martinez to retire the side. for the third straight inning to get this game started. The Sea Cows with 2 on base, but they do not bring in a run. 1 hit, 1 error, gets those 2 on. We're through 2.5. It's 1-0 Bradenton. Bottom of the third, Bradenton leads Manatee 1-0. Adriana Martinez takes ball 1 from Tara Newton. Martinez cracks this on the ground to third base. Duncan rifles it to first. 1 gone. Now it's the starting pitcher and 10-hole hitter, Grace Brooks. Brooks so far in the circle has allowed 3 hits, walked 2, rather 3, but has not let up a run so far. And that is the important stat. Brooks, the Providence freshman from Meridian, Idaho. Two balls, 1 strike. Ball 3. Brooks thought it was the 4th pitch out of the zone. Instead, it's now a full count to her. 3-2. That one's nowhere near the zone, and Brooks knew it all the way. Newton acknowledges it. It's ball 4, and it's a 1-out walk. And the second walk given out by Newton brings us back to the top of the slice order with Callie Chapman, who went down swinging in the bottom of the first. Newton responds to the walk, the first pitch strike. Chapman from the University of South Florida in Tampa. way of Houston, Texas. Rolling ball to second base. Flipped to first for the force out. 4-3 ground ball. And it's a runner at second now with 2 gone. Brooks over to second base with Ali Serra at the shortstop to the plate. That ball's lined foul. Lee University commit. After 2 seasons with Brittany Purser, the head coach of the Slice. The rule is you can't have a player that you coach on your own team, but she's no longer with Walters State. As that one is strike 2. Two the count. The only run in this game, an unearned run in the bottom of the second with King scoring off an E4. So that ball off the inner part of the bat and fouled away. Beautiful pitch by Tyron Newton for her second strikeout and the third out of the inning. The Slice get a base runner off a walk, but that's it. 1-0 Bradenton. We're through 3. Jamison Noonan, the new pitcher for the Bradenton Slice, formerly of Furman, going into her sophomore season. She relieves Grace Brooks, who went 3 innings with 3 hits, no runs, 3 walks, and 2 strikeouts. Good start from her. As here's the first pitch to Millie Watts, the shortstop. That's outside. It's ball 1. Noonan, a 3-0 record, 3.82 ERA. As she is making her 6th start of the season, rather appearance. The 1-0 pitch. It's ball 2. So 11 innings so far. She's allowed 16 hits, 8 runs, 6 earned runs. Has walked 7 and struck out 9. A 2.09 whip. But 3-0 record, sub-4 ERA. Not bad. As the 2-0 comes in. Ball 3 to the leadoff Seacow batter in the 4th. It's a 4-pitch walk. It's base runner at first in the form of Watts. She represents the tie and run. As here's Gracie Tony, the center fielder. Tony out of Portland State University in the Big Sky. This ball laced out to left, base knock. And stopping at second is Watts. It's 2 on to start the 4th inning for the Sea Cows, and their dugout's buzzing. Back to the plate, Allie Bunch, the left fielder, walked and stole a bag in the 2nd. First pitch, a strike given out by Noonan, who was in the transfer portal after her freshman year at Furman. 6.55 ERA across 29 appearances, 13 starts, just over 88 innings. As that one got away from the catcher for a moment, it's ball 1. Walked 67 and struck out 28, so that's the ratio that she's hoping to improve going into next year, and perhaps this summer can be a good opportunity for that area of growth. The 1-1 pitch to Bunch. She fouls it off. Noonan with Furman, a team that went 13-40, 5-16 in Southern Conference action. It was under a first-year head coach, so FU in a bit of a rebuild. As Bunch rolls it past the third baseman. This rolls into the corner. They put their hands up. They say they can't get it. Bunch forced to stop at second. At third base, that's Tony, and it's 1-1. That ties the game. Second error committed by the third baseman. That's Kruger, Ariel Kruger, not Duncan. That's the opposing third baseman. Grace Rourke at the plate for the second time. She walked her first time up. This ball fisted above the infield. The shortstop calls for it. Makes the two-hand catch. Sayret the squeeze. It's the first out of the top of the 4th. Ella Morris is to the dish for the 3rd time today. So far, a line out to third and a 1-3 ground out to end the second. Slap hitting Morris, swings. Here comes the 2-1. Bunt, fouled. Just enough to foul it off. Morris from Fleming Island, Florida. At least that's where she played high school ball. Just outside of Jacksonville. She lifts this above the infield. It's caught by the third baseman. She's now 0 for 3. There are 2 outs with 2 in scoring position for the Sea Cows. As Taylor Cochran comes up for the third time as well. She struck out in the first and popped out to the second baseman. It was a really good play by the second baseman, Wortham, who had to make a running catch. So not bad contact her second time up. Tony at third base, Bunch at second. A run has came in already off an error. There's not been an earned run scored in this game. Both teams with a run. Swing. Strike 2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and 2 on. And a pitch fight it off. That one fought off by Cochran. Cochran, the 6th batter of the inning for the new pitcher, Jameson Noonan. Noonan to the plate. Cochran flies it back. Another lengthy at-bat for Taylor Cochran. She has been a tricky out for both Noonan and the previous arm, Grace Brooks. He foul tips that one into the mitt for strike 3 and an inning-ending K. But the Sea Cows tie the game with an unearned run. That scores thanks to 1 hit, 1 error. Cows do leave 2 on, and we are through 3.5, tied up. We're halfway through this one, tied at 1. The pitcher, Tyron Newton, drops a strike on the outer part to the leadoff batter for the Slice, Aspen King, the catcher. Third batter faced for Newton, at least in the second time through the order. First time through, Aspen King grounded out to 5-3. This ball bounces to short, and Watts fires it to Hazard. King down twice on 2 ground outs as that brings up Ariel Kruger. Had an infield single to lead off the bottom of the second. She's 1 for 1. The Duke Blue Devils freshman down in an 0-2 hole. That hits her on the left leg. First hit batter on either end. It's a base runner here for the Slice in the bottom of the 4th. Kruger and the Blue Devils had a good year. Went 43-17, 20-4 in the ACC. Went to Fayetteville. They lost in the Supers, but won their own regional. At the plate is Jordana King, who swings after the first pitch she sees and sharply lines it foul. 0-2. Slow ground ball to the second baseman. She can't make a play as the speedy King reaches safely on an infield single that pushes Kruger to second. Just a super slow roller. No play available for the Sea Cows defense. As time called by Brittany Purser. Got the elbow protector. Kruger at second, King at first, as this ball lifted high out to left center and off the top of the fence. Kruger will score. King slides into third. It's an RBI double off the bat of Brantley Wortham. Slice back in front. Onagora takes strike one. First earned run of the game as that ball pushes Brittany Purser back. Third base coach and head coach for the Slice. So plays for the Florida Breeze. She's still an athlete. No balls, 2 strikes to the 7-hole hitter Gore. With King at third, Wortham at second. This ball pulled foul. Newton shaking off the signal from her catcher, Arribas. She tosses it in the kitchen, and Gore swings and misses. Third strikeout of the game for the Manatee starter. That brings up Mia Galella, the right fielder, with 2 on. One strike pitch on its way. Galella down in an 0-2 hole. To pitch. Galella flies it to right center, drops for a base hit. 1 run is in. A second scores. Galella, a 2-run single, puts the Slice in front 4-1. It's a 3-run inning for Bradenton. And Newton, an elite pitcher who had only allowed 2 earned runs this summer across 14 innings. As she misses ball 1, too. Adriana Martinez has allowed 3 earned runs to come in this inning alone. 4-1 our score. It's a strike to Martinez, starting first baseman for the Slice. Liner foul into the right field corner. This ball cracked out to right, and losing it into the fence is Morris. Galella to third base, sliding into second. That is Martinez with her double. 2 in scoring position again for the Slice. That pitch was well high in the zone, and it was fly to right. Morris was struggling to make the read, and it got over her left shoulder. And now Gracie Ashley comes out to talk with her pitcher. Fourth hit of the inning for Bradenton. They only had one through the first 3 frames. Tierra Newton will remain in the game. As it's the 8th batter of this bottom of the 4th in the form of Grace Brooks, the opposing starting pitcher. She walked in the 2nd, her only time up. In the circle, she went 3 innings, 3 hits, no runs, walked 3, struck out 2. Brooks out to right field, another hit, and another run scores. Galella is in. The throw gets between the legs of the catcher, and now at second base is Brooks. 6-1 Slice. It's a 5-run bottom of the 4th. Here's Callie Chapman. She's aggressive, takes a swing, hits strike 1. Rolled a 2 RBI single for Brooks and a advancement on the throw. That ball's foul. Ground ball to second. Handled by Cochran. And over to Hazard to end the inning. Chapman now 0 for 3, but it's a productive 4th inning for Bradenton. They score 5 runs thanks to 5 hits, no errors, 1 left on. We're through 4, 6-1 Slice. Lexi Nolan, the pinch hitter in the top of the fifth, strikes out. That brings up Mackenzie Lighty, the EP. Still Jamison Noonan in the circle for Bradenton, who leads it now 6-1 after a 5-run fourth. First pitch is a strike. A 1 comes in. This ball, a high towering shot out of the park, foul ball. Pitch to Lighty. She's 1 for 1 with a walk. She cracks that one high to left, and that ball is gone. Home run, Mackenzie Lighty. Over the left field wall. Her second hit today. It's a round tripper, and the score is now 6-2. So here is Quinn Arrivas, the starting catcher, now the extra player for Brittany Purser's group, rather, Manatee's group. Under Coach Gracie Ashley today, usually of Brett Sourwine in his tutelage, but he's under the weather. Next pitch. This ball skied to left center. The center fielder Daly makes the catch. It's 2 outs here in the top half of the fifth. Ava Hazard up with 2 outs, nobody on. Hazard takes strike 1. One and one to Hazard, the Louisiana native. That one's ball 1 or 2. Hazard rips it to left, falls on the grass, base hit. A 2-out swing, and it's a single for Hazard. 6th hit of the game for the Sea Cows, and Hazard is now 1 for 3. Brings up Diana Anda, the pinch hitter, after Millie Watts doubled and walked the runs scored in the 7-hole. And down the left field line, bounces in front of the left fielder, base hit. Back-to-back two-out singles. And Hazard both to left. That brings up Gracie Tony. Center fielder popped to short in the second, singled in the fourth. Hazard at second and at first. Tony punishes that one foul.
Was it second or third?
Two balls, two strikes, two outs, with two on in the top of the fifth in a 4-run game. This ball grounded to second base. Kramer eats it up and gets it to Galella for the final out of the fifth, but a home run off the bat of Mackenzie Lighty scores a run in the top of the fifth. They get two more on with two hits, so a total of 3 hits, 1 run, no errors. We go to the bottom of the fifth. Bottom of the fifth, the first pitch to Chloe Kramer is ball 1. New pitcher in for the She Cows. In comes Grace Rourke. She's been to the plate twice, walked and popped out, but she is now in the circle after Tira Newton, the previous arm. Slow roller to second. Sidearm throw. Gets the out. Now up it's Aspen King. Grounded to third and to short in her only other plate appearances. So the final pitching line for the Manatee starter: 4 innings, 5 hits, 6 runs, 5 earned, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. Newton was really solid through her first 3, but then started to waver in that 4th, where she allowed 5 of those runs, and all 5 of which were earned. Two-0 pitch from Rourke. Finds the zone. Rourke, a 4.96 ERA over her first 3 years of college down at Mercer in 189 innings. 3-1 the count to the 3-hole hitter King. Started the game at catcher, has since moved over to the extra hitter spot. She takes a healthy swing. It's strike 2. King off the end of her bat, a flare shot down in right. An opposite field bloop single. She's now 1 for 3. That brings up Ariel Kruger. She was hit by the pitch her last time up in the 4th, where she came around to score. Had an infield single in the 2nd, so a good day offensively for her. But she watches the first pitch from the new pitcher, Grace Rourke. Strike 1. And Allie Sarrett comes in as a courtesy runner for Aspen King, something we see a lot in this league with the pitchers and catchers. They get on base. No rules apply in terms of how many times it can be replaced or not. It's just a courteous thing, as that is a foul ball. It's strike 2. One, 2. Drifts low and in. Pitch. Got her on the outside corner. Good placement by Grace Rourke for the second out of the bottom of the 5th. Now it is Jordana King. Rather, Molly Daly, a pinch hitter. King had a good day at the plate. Walked on 4 pitches in the 2nd, came around to score, singled and scored in the 4th. Daly, sophomore from Arizona. Elite program out west. She takes ball 2. Strike called. Count runs full for Daly. Two outs with courtesy runner for Aspen King at first. This ball off 3 bounces to Tony, who slings it to first for the final out of the 5th inning. No runs for the Slice in the 5th, despite a single by King. She's left on. We're through 5 innings. The Slice lead at 6-2, looking to go 8-0 on the season. New pitcher Amelia Jacob, the USF right-hander, comes in to relieve Jamison Noonan, who went 2 innings with 4 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, walked 1, and struck out 2. The freshman from Bridgewater, Connecticut, gives ball 1 out to Allie Bunch, the left fielder, who walked and stole a bag in the 2nd, reached on an error in the 4th. And Jacob finds the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike to Bunch. Sea Cows trail Slice 6-2 as Bunch clips it foul. Bunch last season with Winthrop, a team that went 30-23, 13-4 in the Big South. Won the conference regular season crown, but lost in the Big South championship game to USC Upstate. But a good season with the Eagles under head coach Kendall Fuller. As that ball skied to left center, the center fielder Daly makes the catch. Leadoff hitter retired. As it's the 10-hole hitter Grace Rourke, currently pitching for the Sea Cows as well. Had a good bottom of the 5th in her first action out of the pen. Allowed 1 hit, but retired the other 3. Oh. Rourke, a hot shot grounder, gloved by Galella, and it's 2 outs. in the top of the 6th. That brings up Ellie Mulligan, who came in as a defensive sub in the 5th. Batting in the leadoff spot, Ella Morris went 0 for 3. Mulligan out of Delaware in the CAA. Down in an 0-2 hole. Mulligan, slow roller to second base, easy play for the slice infield, and it is a 1-2-3, top of the 6th, slice back to the plate with a 4-run advantage. Bottom of the 6th inning, the Slice lead the Sea Cows 6-2. Brantley Wortham, the leadoff batter, fouls a pitch off. The top half of this inning, it was the first time in which Manatee did not leave multiple runners on base. Over the first 5 innings, they left 11 on. They've only scored 2. So hitting with runners on base has been an issue for the Sea Cows today. As this ball launched to center, Tony adjusts and makes the squeeze. Wortham is now 1 for 3 with her double and runs scored that she had in the 4th. It is now Anna Gore, the extra hitter turned right fielder, to the plate. She reached on an error in the 2nd and struck out. That was in the 4th. Grace Rourke to the plate. Good pitch to start off the at-bat. That's foul. The Bradenton Slice trying to make it 8-0 to start the 2026 FGCL season. Cavs at risk of dropping to 2-6. Foul. Gore, the recent Jack State commit. Swing and a miss. It's strike 3. Gore strikes out for the second time today. There are 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. Rourke trying to keep the deficit at 4. In the top of the 7th, Manatee will send 2, 3, 4 up, including Mackenzie Lighty, who hit the home run in the 5th. It's ball 1 to Mia Galella, who grounded to third in the 2nd. Had a 2 RBI single in the 4th, where she also came around and scored. She cranks that to right. Hard on the line. It's caught by Mulligan. It's a 1-2-3 bottom of the 6th inning. Sea Cows down to their final 3 outs. They trail by 4. Amelia Jacob looking to shut the door here in the top of the 7th as the Bradenton Slice lead the Manatee Sea Cows 6-2. Jacob in for her 2nd inning of relief, facing 2-3-4 for the Sea Cows. Starting with Gabby Toney, came in as a defensive sub in the 5th, making her first plate appearance after Taylor Cochran went 0 for 3 in the 2-hole. Toney, entering her junior season at Washington, the Huskies of the Big Ten, where she has played in 73 games over her first 2 years. After her, it will be Lexi Nolan and Mackenzie Lighty. First pitch to Toney. It's high. It's a game in which the Sea Cows have gotten more hits, more runners on than the Slice. That ball is fouled back. Seven hits for the Sea Cows opposed to the Slice's 6. Sea Cows, however, have left 11 on base. Haven't capitalized on the 4 walks that they've gotten as well. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes to the Sea Cows leadoff batter here in the 7th. Slice scored first in the bottom of the 2nd thanks to an error. So an unearned run. Sea Cows answered with their own unearned run in the 4th, but the difference is a 5-run bottom of the 4th for Bradenton. The only earned run today from Manatee, a solo shot off the bat of Mackenzie Lighty in the 5th inning. The 2-2 pitch. Another emergency swing by Tony. Tony pops it on the right field line. It is caught by the first baseman, Galella. And the slice 2 outs away from an 8-0 record. It is Lexi Nolan struck out swinging in the 5th. High pop-up, third base side. Catch made by Kruger. Now it's Mackenzie Lighty, the last hope for Manatee. She's had a good game. 2 for 2. A home run, a walk. Jacobs 2-0 pitch. 3 balls, no strikes. She can get on base, it will bring up Quinn Arrivas. 3-0. Get me over strike called. It's strike 2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the top of the 7th. Slice in front, 6-2. Amelia Jacob rocks and deals. Ball 4 called. Sea Cows down to their final strike. They get a runner on base. And it's Quinn Arrivas to the plate. Arrivas today struck out swinging in the 1st, reached on an error in the 3rd, and flied out to center in the 5th. Courtesy runner for the Cows, Ella Morris. She's at first base. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Oh, 1. Misses high. Ground ball past the third baseman, base hit. 2 on base for the Sea Cows. And all of a sudden, the tying run is on deck. This game is not quite over yet, as it is Ava Hazard, the first baseman. Partial swing, foul ball. This ball crushed high to left. Tracking it is Chapman. She makes the squeeze. And the Bradenton Slice are 8-0 after a 6-2 win over the Manatee Sea Cows. The Slice remain perfect on the season. There's a 3-inning scoreless start for Grace Brooks. Jamison Noonan came in and Amelia Jacobs shut the door. A fourth inning where they score 5 runs. The difference in this one. Losing pitcher on the other end is Tira Newton. Cows now 2-6. Slice now 8-0. With that, I'm Lance Williams saying so long. This concludes our coverage of Slice and Cows.